Hey, Pumpkin King. What's up? Hold on. I gotta try something. I don't know if this is gonna work. I think I just did it and it didn't work. And 8, 12, 31, 20. There we go. Got it. Woo! Been missing you too, brother. Shoot. What's been happening? How you doing over there? Hopefully all is well. All is well here. All we have to say is good things. So, other than one of my tanks is, I don't know. I gotta check a little more. I think some of the shrimp, I don't know if they died. I never saw them dead, but I didn't have many anyways. I think I only started with 6, and I can only find her on the back of the foam. You know, uh, the filters. You know, like hiding or something, but I can only find 2. I don't know. I don't know what the heck that means, but I hope it's not that they've died, disappeared, died off, because that would really suck. So what's happening with y'all? My half beaks are doing quite well. They sure like that shrimp tank they're in. They like it a lot. I chucked them right in there right after you sent them. Yeah, see, I don't know. It looks like the tips of their beaks are a little bumped up. Hey, Dan, what's happening? All right, brother. Yeah, hey Dan, if you're still on here, those the shrimp I was talking about are those the red aura bees. I don't know if they're hiding or what, but I went in there a little bit ago when I was feeding everything, and I could only see 2 of them. I don't know. I don't know if something happened to them or what. I don't know. I moved the moss around and stuff in there, but I really didn't see much. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. I mean, I'm gonna have to look a little better. Let me see something else too. See, there's only like what 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, I sold a bunch of them, so. Oh, all right. So a little. I got something to report on with the dual feedings that I've been doing. No worries, man. Wait and see. Yeah, I don't know. The other ones, they're all over the place. But for some reason, these red auras, ever since I got them, they hide. So, throw a little piece of food in there, do water changes. Then next thing you know, I see them out and everything. I'll just have to reach in there. But all I saw was 2, and I was moving around. I never seen a dead shrimp or anything. So, I don't know. It's really weird. But red steels are doing great. So. Um, so what I have to report is how I was doing the dual feedings, the dual daily feedings. How do I say this? It works. Dual daily feedings work, but like now, there's food on a leaf, and there's 5 big snails on the leaf, and they're the ones that are finishing the food. The shrimp really aren't finishing the food. They just had babies, thank Jesus, because I just sold a whole bunch of them, and the tank's really low, so that's good. But I'm noticing that dual feedings daily, okay, I fed them this morning at probably 8:30 or no 9:30, right after Luke got on the computer for school. I came down and fed them small amount, and then I fed them again when I came back around I think 5 o'clock, 9, and there's still food on the bottom. You know, the shrimp are grazing, but they're grazing. There's food, sitting on the bottom that, like in the blue dreams and the yellows and the oranges, they're all like up front just grazing. And it's not like they're sitting there pounding it, eating it up. Hold on. I think what my report is going to be on this is dual feedings is okay, but I think really late at night and in the morning, but I think really late at night is the best time for feeding, due to the fact that these bright lights aren't on, and today I've turned them on for the first time. I turned them on at I think 5-ish. So they've been on for 4 hours, because I wanted to get the mosses with some light and, let the shrimp have light, have it grow algae, because I've been running a separate light for the Sulawesi tank, because, I noticed having the lights off for so long, the Sulawesi tank the algae was disappearing because they were eating it so much, and I had the lights off for so long. They were eating it so fast to where they're running out of food. So now I turn that on and I run it all night long. And then when I wake up in the morning, get Luke ready, get him on the computer. Then I come down and I shut it off for a few hours, let him rest, and then I turn it on in the evening again, until I start building that biofilm and stuff back up. But probably 90% of all the shrimp tanks show very little, small traces. You can see that there was food there. Like my orange-eyed yellow King Kongs, they almost didn't even touch it. There's pregnant females in here. It's like they didn't touch it. So, that's bad. And down here, there's a piece in here from 4 hours ago. They're on it now. They're fighting over it, but it's been in there for 4 hours. And that's my extreme, or my Black King Kong tank. So the report, I guess, that I'm going to have to give on feeding twice a day is it seems to catch up to the shrimp. Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. Luke had it under the table here. but it seems to catch up to the shrimp. It's kind of like if you go and tell yourself, I'm going to eat 3 big meals a day. Or let's say you wake up and you're like, God, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat breakfast. I usually don't eat breakfast. So you eat a breakfast. Then you eat a lunch. Then you eat dinner and you're like, wow, that food just, man, it just disappeared. I ate so good today. It was great. And that goes on for about 3-4 days. And by the end of the week, you're like, God, I'm just so full. I can't eat 3 meals. And it's very hard to eat 3 meals because now you've ingested, or I should say ingested and digested so much now, proteins and carbs and everything that your body is filled up on all of its little vials that it needs to stay running. Fluids, everything. So if you're a little dehydrated, everything. So now you're all peaked off. So now, you might not want breakfast, or you'll eat breakfast, you'll skip lunch and have a small dinner. Well, that's what I'm finding out with the shrimp, that twice a day is okay, but it catches up to them. Now you say, well, Brian, what about if I have a ton of shrimp in the tank? Well, if you have a ton of shrimp, then you feed for a ton of shrimp, and it still catches up, because like down here in the orange one, I'm looking down here, and there's probably at least 70, 60 babies, orange babies all over the bottom. But there's typically no food around them. They're just all scavenging around, But the yellow tank, they're all around with snails, and you could see where there's traces of food. So they're scavenging again. So no matter what, the more you feed for the amount of shrimp, if they're not eating it due to the fact that they're full, that they've topped off, that they're not like needing, calcium and proteins and this and that as much because you've been feeding them so much, then like my Bloody Marys, there's probably 100 just up front. And, you could see particles on both sides of the cholla wood from, some foods that I put in there. So, and they're in piles eating whatever they're eating, but still there's rummaging, there's leftovers, I should say, from the meals that they're having. So what I think I'm going to start to do is I'm going to feed them at night, because I notice that when I get up in the morning, turn the lights on, there's not a trace of food anywhere. And, I'm just trying to take into consideration, hey, like I say all the time, we don't know a ton about, they're shrimp. So what do you study to learn about shrimp? Well, what about crabs? They go crab fishing. Well, crabs eat at night. They eat in the dark because if they come out in the day, they're afraid that predators will eat them. So I've noticed that when I put it in at night, I wake up the next day and it's all gone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down to once a day instead of once every other day, because I was wondering also, because all the shrimp eat every other day, but I'm wondering, am I stunting their growth at all by only feeding once every other day? So then I started doing every day, and it was gone. So then I started doing twice a day. Well, the twice a day has now shown its true meaning, and it is too much. At least in my opinion, as to, if the snails are sitting down with a knife and fork and buttering bread, it's too much. Snails should be dying if there are too many. To have a couple is okay, but, unless you buy specific snails, you don't have tanks to grow just every kind of snail. Snails are real cool. When they grow up, they look really nice. I understand they have a job and blah, blah, blah. But when they're all around the dinner table and the shrimp are gone doing their shrimpy stuff, they ain't cool. That's overfeeding. So we're going to drop it down so they won't get any more food tonight. They'll go throughout the whole day tomorrow, and then I'll feed them tomorrow night. So by that time, All tanks should be cleaned up and much better by then. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I try to really bring, and my shrimplet, life, you know, when they're born and how many are living, it's extreme right now. I'm noticing large amounts of shrimplet activity. That, you know, you see a pregnant female, then next thing you know, you only see 2 shrimplets or 2 babies. I mean, tanks are full, you know, of shrimplets. So I don't want to get into a position where the snails are starting to thrive again. Let's keep it regular and go to once a day. So I've done a lot with this. I mean, look, I've been doing this for 2 months now, if not longer. You know, from the once every other day. I wanted to get them set on that, then go once a day, and then twice a day to see how they would respond. And the twice a day is, I feed the tank. That's another thing. If I have 5 shrimp, I'm only feeding for 5 shrimp. If I have 50, I feed for 50. And if there's still food on the bottom of the tank, then that lets me know that they're being overfed. None of these shrimp are new to where none of them are eating, you know, anything like that. They've all been here for a long time. They all eat the same food. You know, I have like 7 different foods, 8 foods that I feed them. So it's never the same every day. And they go crazy on everything they eat. But now I've noticed that now they're sitting around with little chubby bellies and drinking beers and they don't want to get off the couch. And, yeah, we can't have that, you know. So it's back to treadmills and 5 a.m. wake up calls. So, but yeah, once a day I think would be perfect at night, and then because that'll let you know that there's no overfeeding. And week and a half water changes. That's what I'm saying. If you're feeding once a day, even once every other day, but now that I'm at once a day, week and a half is good. I mean, the small amounts. My tank's really clean with the sand. It's it's still really, really nice. They look really good, except this one over here. It's got a lot of, you know, leftovers. So that tank, I'm not going to mess with it for a while. I'm going to let them eat that up and deal with that first. So, but yeah, other than that, yeah, see over here in the fancy red tiger, there's 2 piles of snails over there. And here's the thing: when I put the food in there, they go to it. They go to it fast, but they're just not staying on it, tearing it up. So that lets me know twice a day is too much. Once a day is good. So we'll stick with the once a day. See who's all in here. Welcome everyone. Welcome. I just wanted to get that out before I started hopping in here and seeing who's all in here. So, ooh, Fish Whisperer Miles, DMC, Cichlids 23. I remember this guy. Yes, I am here. There he is, Miami Miles. Chubby Guppy, what's up, Chubby? I go faster with this, but oh, everything's doing good. Miles, how's it going with you, brother? Gnarly Fish Tanks, what's happening? Don, what's going on? Big D. It's the Chubby Guppy. Streamlabs, how you doing? Yeah, I got you guys. Lazarus, The Fishbone, what is going on? How are you? How are you? In the great down under. Good to see you here. Good to see everybody here. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't have guppies in these tanks there, Miles. Great job on cello, young man. Keep up the great work. Oh, cello. You know, Peplin Creek, what's up? And I think I'm at the end. How's the cheeseburger food? The cheeseburger food is actually pretty good. They respond well to it. I got it over there. Like I said, I have so many foods. I try not to feed it. Tonight's feeding was Mark shrimp tanks from the stuff. Excuse me, from the stuff I want. This was the first time I opened it up, and I fed his protein mix, which comes in little granules. Like I said, they went to it right away. But now, no, I mean, it's hours later, but no one's on it anymore, and the snails are eating it. So, I can't report on it. Oh, looky. The orange-eyed culls had their babies. Woo! Oh, yeah. We got babies in the orange-eyed cull tank. Woo-hoo. I don't care what anybody says. That's the coolest. Hey, just having a tank of all sorts of shrimp with orange eyes, that's the coolest thing in the world. And I sell them quite cheap. I just thought the reason I got them is, for one, to interbreed them, but also because it's just a mix of stuff. I figure if they just start breeding, there's a good chance that, I could get some good colors out of them. And there's a really good chance that a lot of them don't have white because they have the orange eyes now. But there's a chance that they can start to throw the colors the more that I just let them breed. So, but yeah, I've been waiting the longest time for that one because the ones with the big black stripes with the clear spots, so they're like bands, big thick bands, 2 or 3 bands. That she was big too. She was like one of the biggest ones. She grew the fastest. Um, it was her that was Prego, and now I see all those babies. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's like I saw she was pregnant a while ago. That's why I leave these lights off. So, even the shrimp pregnancies go well. They go to term. They don't kick any of their eggs. Nothing like that. At least these are the things that I'm, hoping are happening with me not running the lights so much. Because, I mean, like I said before, the lights are only for me anyways, and for you guys. Other than that, there's really there's no reason for them. I mean, they get the sunlight through these 2 windows, and then the rest of the room brightens up really bright in the daytime. So, I mean, I know the wintertime it won't be as much, so I could probably run them a little more, but it's all good. Um, the mosses, everything. It's really surprising how well everything is doing um, with almost no light. I mean, like I said, it gets the sunlight, but I mean, everything might not be fluffed up and real fat and healthy, you know, but everything's growing really nice. There's no brown spots. There's no dying off. So, you know, it's good to know that if you have to leave for a few days to shut everything down. Mike Cunt? What is that? Mike Cunt? Mike Cunt? Tip $5? Holy smokes, Mike Cunt. Thank you very much. Oh, that's Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. However you say that, I hope I didn't butcher it. But thank you very much for that $5 that you just donated. That was great. We're very thankful, Mike. Glad you can make it. I don't see you on here, but you must just be, hanging out. Nice. Congrats on the shrimplets. Should be neat to see what pops out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll have to get some over to you, Dan. Get you some over there. Aquaballs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been watching a lot of your videos lately, Aquaballs. Especially the one you did the other day on, I wasn't able to watch it all. The archers, how you're feeding them over those little, not crickets, whatever those were. I watched it. That was a good one. Yeah, I got rid of all my archers but one. I have one left, and I'll be getting rid of that. I might just be getting rid of that whole 120 over there and going down to a smaller tank. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm selling 3 tanks. I have a brand new 15-gallon Edge or Flex like that, but it's 15 gallons, brand new in the box. I'm selling Luke's acrylic tank upstairs, his 30-gallon acrylic tank with the stand. He doesn't want it in his room. He doesn't want it anymore. He wants room for toys and stuff. And I can understand it. The thing is I don't want any more tanks down here. So if I move any from upstairs, they're going out the door to someone else's house. And then I have a glass cube tank over here that's a Cobalt. That was my wife's upstairs before I bought her the 15-gallon Flex. But like I said, I have credit at the pet store at my buddy's store in Westland. They're something fishy in Westland, Michigan. Yeah, roaches. That's it. Yeah, I like them. I like your videos. But the thing, I mean, just to be honest, I mean, you know, I have store credit, and let's say, I don't know, this is just the way I think. Let's say, I have $100. Well, let's just say, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to be mean or say that this will happen, but what if, I don't know, what if he had to close his doors for some reason? Well, then my store credit's gone. So what I do, what I've been doing recently is when I go in there, I get like tons of dog toys and food, and, you know, all sorts of stuff, and I'm grabbing these fluval tanks and everything to get my store credit down, because all I got to do is turn around and sell it. So if the fluval tank is $119 and I got store credit, I'll sell it for $110, brand new, $9 less, and I can get cash instead of store credit. Because I only do certain things with store credit. Like if I sell them fish, I get store credit. But if I sell them shrimp, it's all cash. So, but that's the thing, is I want to get my money. And so I take product. and then I sell the product. So yeah, I got tanks being sold right now. So hopefully I could sell those pretty quick. It'd be nice to get rid of them because I even got a 15. Oh, it's down here on the floor. A 15 gallon right there. That one's going too. You know, it's just cleaning house. I have everything I want for the shrimp. Like I said, I still have 6 tanks over here that are empty. And this tank up here is just a holding tank for some snow whites that I pulled out of my snow white tank that worked perfectly white. So, you know, it's I have 7 tanks to do stuff with. So I just have to figure out what I'm going to do, and you know, and as finances get better and stuff, you know, that'll come along. But like, there's some stuff I want to breed together. Like Mr. Slee's got me lined up with some stuff, and I just, you know, I just wanted to wait a little bit. So, you know, like, I don't want to take shrimp out of a tank that haven't bred yet. Like my orange-eyed red devils, I was going to use one of those to breed with a extreme black King Kong, or yeah, but these never bred. Well, now they bred, so you know, maybe if they get pregnant one more time, they have those babies, then maybe I could break 2 of them off, put them in a tank by themselves, you know, because I don't want to be. I only have 6 of them. I only have 6 extreme black King Kongs. So if I take one out of the mix, that could cause an issue, you know, because I don't have 20 of them. So, and if I pull out the best female, what if the other females don't want to, you know, get buried up or anything, you know, because of a disturbance, you know, me removing shrimp out of there. So, you know, it's all a fear factor over here. You know, it's, you know, I can breed shrimp all day long, but the thing is, you know, when do you reach in the tank and disturb them by taking something out? You know, that's the part where you have to walk on eggshells, because I've had tanks. I mean, this one over here, the black ones, you know, they didn't do anything for months because I oversold them. So, but now they're having babies. They seem happy. You know, so we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, it's just it's something you gotta watch. You gotta get used to. You gotta figure it out. I mean, I've taken 100, 150 shrimp out of a tank, and it hasn't done anything since, well, till this last time. Like the Tangerine Tigers, I took 100 shrimp out, and then I took them out of the tank they were in and put them in another tank so I could strip down the tank they were in, redo it. You know, so I put them in a tank that was already, you know, reset. And they're having babies, but it's not packed with guppy grass, and I know they liked guppy grass. It's got really good soil in it, so it buffers the pH. Yeah, the other soil that was in there, it didn't buffer it too much. So, I mean, it did, but not as much. So what I think I'm going to do is start doing water changes with tap water. Give them a little bit of KH in there, maybe jumpstart them a little bit. But that'll only be like maybe, I don't know, 3 cups, and that's it. Because they like a little bit harder water. You know, I seem to, they like around 180 TDS and, you know, a little toughness to their water. So, oh yeah, I got a lot of snow whites. Need more mineralizer. Excellent. See, this is what I like. It's, you know, I have these products that, you know, look, I don't know how old some of you guys are on here, but I'm not soupy sales. You know, I'm not the face on the news, you know, bringing selling stuff every day. So, I mean, there's a bazillion things being sold all the time. So when I jump on here and go, oh yeah, look at all these products I have back here. Hundreds of dollars worth of products just sitting here. But it's like, I believe in it. I use them. They work incredible. But who am I? So that's why I like Dan. Dan's bought a lot of the products. Pumpkin King's bought it. Aqua Balls has bought the No Planaria, and he spoke highly about it about a month ago. All sorts of stuff like that. So to show that people are coming back for more, and choosing it over the Salty Bee, that says a lot too. People that are in the hobby that are, will overlook the Salty Bee. I'm not saying at all Salty Bee's bad, because it's not. It's great, but if you're somebody that's, has quite a few tanks, from 10 on up, and you don't want to sit and set every single one, but you want it to be perfect, exactly perfect. I mean, if you got ADD or whatever you call it, or just your cray, and you want your tanks perfect, that's the way to do it, is with the liquid, because you can drip, 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 drip. Up there it is. You can't do that with salt. Cannot do it. You can get lucky and hit your number, but it's almost impossible. Take the Extreme Black King Kong, put it with the Red Devils. When it's buried, take it out. That would work too. See, that's what I'm saying. He had me do that before, but I think the Red Devils were still premature because they hadn't even bred yet. And I don't know. It's having tanks with small amounts of shrimp are, I don't know. It's just, I do it all day long, but those are the ones you have to doctor and watch. I don't know why. I don't know if it's, I don't know. But usually if anything happens to a shrimp tank, it's a tank that you only have a couple to a few shrimp in. Now, I don't know if it's due to the fact that, there's not enough bacteria growing in it because, you don't have enough shrimp in it. There's not enough waste, but, the tank's already set. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have an issue with that. But, the tanks I have with only 6 shrimp, they're good. Or one will die, or I'll have 8 shrimp and one will die, but it's always, it's weird like that. But if you start out with like 10 or 20, I mean, you still might lose one, but, I don't know. It just seems like better odds when you have more shrimp in a tank. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta turn this fan. It is hot. Redoing this basement, putting all this carpet squares and the drywall and everything. It has stuff warmed up down here so much. Holy heck. Oh, yeah, see, Aqua Balls, you never even let me know how good that worked. All I know is that you were speaking good about it, but you never said that, you actually, overcame your situation. I knew it would work. It probably takes like, I don't know, a couple hours, maybe, I don't know, half a day to really knock it out. Maybe, I don't know, but it works. I know it works really, really, really good. Hey, Chubby Guppy, you're doing water changes? Well, that means you must be feeling pretty darn good. Haven't seen you on here for a while. I'm really glad. I hope everything's really doing really good for you and you're feeling good. That's sometimes when you don't hear from somebody so much, you're not sure. Like me, I haven't been on here much because, I've been trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and I got it done, and I'm shaking, I'm moving, I'm trying to get my hustle on, and you know, get things going again. And, you know, so, you know, I've been doing some consulting, you know, today, a friend of mine had an issue with plumbing. He was doing a big job, has no experience whatsoever. So I went over there, told him what you need to get, and he got it done, and I got paid. So I just wish I could do this forever, but you know, people are just looking out for me because they know my situation. So, but see, I know how to do everything. You know, I'm a, what do they say, a jack of all trades, master of none. Well, I'm not a master, but I don't carry a belt, but I'm pretty darn good at what I do. So, and I enjoy what I do. I think that's, I'm not trying to boast, but it's, I do good because I enjoy it. I really, really, really enjoy it. I like interacting with people. I like making people smile. I like them, you know, when they're happy, when they see, um, you know, how their stuff turned out. Look at this little picture of Lukey. What a good looking boy. He's my pride and joy. But you know, it's, I have that, you know, it's like a high for me to see people happy. So, like I said, I'm grateful that people I know that have small businesses are calling me in to help them, show them how to do stuff and everything. And you know, because a lot of people, they only deal with one, they only do one thing. Like if they do drywall or they do tile or they're a plumber, you know, well, then if they rip out drywall, who's going to fix it? You know, then the plumber guy has to call somebody to come and fix it. When, you know, if they call me or something, I can show them how to do it, tell them how to do it. They can do it, you know, make that money and then, you know, give me a percentage out of it. So it works pretty good. That's what I'm saying. Put the Extreme Black King Kong in. Oh. Yeah. I got you. Just throw it in the tank with them. And when she gets knocked up, take her out. Okay. Babies will be black. So what is the reason I'm going to put the Extreme Black King Kong with... Oh, is it for the orange eyes? Because I'm going to put the orange eyes, so I'll have the extreme orange eye Extreme Black King Kongs? Is that what I'm doing? Or am I like trying to mix some colors here? I've been posting on Facebook groups to visit your site. Hopefully that will help. Hey, everything helps. I really appreciate it, Pumpkin King. Chubby Guppy, I'm going to message you again. I'm looking for a pair of trio double ear blue mosaics. The rack is all done. Oh, nice. Shoot, anything Dumbo ears. There's something about Dumbo-eared guppies that's just super, super cool. Boy, I tell you, if I see another video about taking down my guppy ponds, holy crap. It's like every time I turn around, turn on YouTube, it's taking down my guppies. Going outside, ending the guppy season. Doing this in the guppies. Doing that in the guppies. Guppy. And it's like, what about all the other fish that people breed? I'm going to have to start looking around for more channels to hang out on. Because, I mean, I love guppies, but I don't want every single video that I watch being by guppies. But it's probably because I only belong to a couple fish channels. And that's what they're known for, they're guppies. So, I just kind of laugh about it. And another thing that I've noticed too, I don't know if everybody else notices it, and it's kind of why I've stayed away from YouTube so much instead of coming on here every day, is like people are just reaching for stuff to put on here. You know, it's like it's just I'm like, okay. And it's like, here's the thing, is I'm subscribed to the channel and I don't even want to watch it because I'm like, this just sounds like you're just reaching. you know, instead of just, you know, taking a few days off. It's, you know, but it's like, I don't know. That's why I've taken a setback, you know, because if I don't have it, if I don't have something to really give you guys, you know, or, you know, come on here and I'm in, you know, I'm not tired and I want to, you know, just have a good time for an hour or so, you know, I'm not going to come on here. I don't want you guys going, oh, it's, you know, it's just getting crappy, you know. Orange eye black. Okay, I'd throw in a blue bolt female or two in there too. Might as well. And the blacks or the reds? The reds. Oh, you think I get orange eye blue bolts? Since I got your half beaks gone and the autos out of quarantine, I have an extra tank. Ah. What? Oh, you're gonna put guppies in there? Some Dumbo ears? Yeah, boy, those half beaks are just chilling. It looks like they might be bumping their beaks on the glass or something. I don't know if I should. I don't know. The other tank with the I was thinking of putting them in there, but that's soft water. I don't want to put them in there. But I was thinking of putting them in the 20 long, but I got all those super red Severums in there. There's got to be 30 super red Severums. Yeah, that tank's too busy. There's probably 50 bristle. They're babies though. 50 bristle nose, 30 super red Severums, and probably 40 Neo calls in there. Yeah, 40 or 50 calls in there. So it's a busy tank. I change the water out about every 2 days. I did 5 gallons yesterday when everybody went to bed. I did 5 gallons last night. I cleaned the little 50 filter and I added a sponge filter, a dual sponge filter. Now they're real happy because, you know, they're getting bigger. But they're getting those super red Severums over there. Better have some more babies. The wife's already wanting to keep a bunch of these babies we got. But they better have some more because that's the whole reason I got that tank over there up and running is to raise their offspring. But that's why we got rid of all the fish in that tank so they wouldn't eat their babies. But that's what I was saying. I think the water, the flow is too much for him to, put his sperm on because she lays the eggs and it's like he does his thing and I know he knows how to do it. I got a tank full of his babies. But now that I have 2 110s running, they'll sit the eggs and next thing you know, you come down the next day and there's half gone and a lot of them are turning white and stuff. And it's like, all right, I'm going to have to cut one of these filters off when I see that they start chasing the plecos around and stuff because they run the plecos off when they're getting ready to have babies. So I'll just have to shut that filter off and, you know, hopefully it's not too much flow. But Catfish Terry, welcome. Orange eye blue steel with white jean. Oh yeah, I seen those the other day on Band. Those were really, really cool. Yes, I do like that. The yellow ones are orange eye golden bees. And orange eye orange bolts and red bolts. Not mine. Those are Ray Haas. Yeah, I was seeing those the other day when you were talking about the stuff on Band. I went on there and checked it out. But yes, sir. I'm gonna be doing another video on for one because it did well, and two because they did well. If you guys remember, I took some of my hooker moss and I clipped it and I put it on the metal screen and then took the green stuff and pulled it over it to hold it down so it would grow. Well, I haven't done a follow-up on that yet, but all of them have grown. But one thing I want to report is red King Kongs eat hooker moss. They demolish the screens in here. I have to look at it every day. It makes me sick. The screens in there with the green mesh pulled over it, not a bit of hooker moss in it. They started to devour it probably 3 days after I put it in there. Ate the whole thing. Every tank I have it in is great. All the tanks that I cut to make these, they're all, they're probably 3-4 inches now, 3.5 inches. So it's time I can cut them and make more. So I think I'm going to make a video about that. Oh, I want to show you guys something too. I went to make a video about it the other day. And I just messed up. I wasn't, yeah, it messed up. So I wanted to show you guys this new thing I got. Check it out. Check it out. What? What are you doing, mama? Oh, yeah? Stick you, mama. So I was at the store the other day, at my buddy's pet store, or fish store, and like I said, I had a store credit, and like I said, I like to burn it up. Oh, hi, pretty girl. What? Come say hi? Hi, you come to say hi? Huh, pretty girl? What's a good girl? What's a good girl? Good girl. Good girl. All right, go sit here. So I was at a store. Stella's over here. Wants to play. What? What? Tell me. Oh, you want me to pet you one more time? Hold on, I got to pet one more time. What's a good girl? What's a good girl? Oh, you're shedding. You need a bath. Oh, geez, a mama. Go on. So, I was at the store. I was getting ready to leave, and he has a front counter, and he's got a lot of saltwater stuff that he sells, like pH testers, KH testers. I wish what would be super cool. I don't know. They probably make it already. I don't know if they do, but something that can calibrate everything that's in your water. So it with just one drop. Boop. Put it in there. Not even shake it up. Just put it in there. Hit the button, and it'll tell you everything that's in there, right? Well, he's got all these different things to test all this stuff. And then, I sell the crack sack, so I have to weigh it out. If I'm not giving it away, if somebody says, hey, I need 20 grams or I need 10 grams, the mulberry leaf, I can pull out my big scale, but then I need something to put it in. And then I have to dump it from there into the little crack sack. Well, to get around that, I came across this. By Seachem. But sorry I'm shaking so much. It looks like I've smoked something that I weighed in this scale. So what this is I'm sure y'all could read it. It's a spoon scale. So what I like about it is you could set it, let's say you're doing, panicure, say you're doing no planaria, whatever. This thing goes up to 300 grams in 1/10 increments. But so it comes in this package. Don't trust the batteries because when I opened it, they were swollen, already swollen. So who knows how old this thing is? That C-Chem sold it and put it in my buddy's store because I'm sure it will not have manufacturer's date, but you know, it comes from Georgia. Madison, Georgia. Oh, but it's made in China. No wonder. So, but here it is. Here I'll turn it sideways and I'll sit behind it. So it's a very deep spoon. That's got to be. I messaged somebody about a carpet cleaner. I need a carpet cleaner. But so it's about 3/4 of an inch to maybe even an inch at the deepest point. I haven't measured it. I haven't even used it yet. So what the cool thing is you could set it on a table. It's got the little feet. Well, it's got a flat spot on the back of it right here. And you set it on the table, and the spoon floats. If you can see that. See the little gap? So the spoon floats, and you just put your stuff in there. Like me, I put my mulberry leaf powder in there. And when it hit 10 grams, I just pick it up and put it into the bag. So I just thought that it was a super cool tool to have instead of pulling out that big packaging scale, which works really good. Like I said, I haven't used this yet. I turned it on the other day. It's sensitive. It's very sensitive. I'll tell you that. It does have a hold button on it, you know. So like this little screen out of my egg tumbler. We'll see how much the screen weighs. So you just drop it in. 0.4 of a gram. So, wait a minute. I can't see a thing. Hold on. Let me make sure that sucker's on gram mode. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't read anything. It's got to be on gram. There we go. Yeah, 0.4 of a gram. So that's what I'm saying. That's pretty neat. 3. So it's a heavy, 3 to 4. So it's a heavy 3. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's a new little toy we got here, you know, and I got it just for doing the, you know, it's all lit up on the lights up, but it's not lit up with like lights, but it's on the handle and it's got a hold and a mode. So I got to read up on it, but they just push the power button down and it shuts off. So yeah, you can do a lot with this. I mean, if you want to weigh your food, then just dump it in each tank. I mean, I know it sounds like a lot, but you know, there's a lot you can do with it. It's small. It's active. Not active. What's the word I'm looking for? It measures well. Chewy LTD Wood Smiley Aquatics. Hello. Has a couple extra autos too. Oh yeah, I got autos I bought to sell. I don't know if I put them on the website, but I keep them in there because people said, "Oh, I can't find autos. The ones that are at my fish store, they die." I've never had an auto die, but that might just be because of where my fish stores get their autos from. But I got, I think, 4 or 5 in there. Yeah, there's one on the plant right there. I got some in that tank over there. 2 upstairs. Oh yeah, there's 2 right there. One in the substrate, one on the plant. But yeah, I think I got 5 in there. I didn't know how many to buy, and ever since I bought them, no one's asked for them. So, you know, it's like people say, "Hey, it's what I want." I buy it. They don't ask for it. I don't get them no more. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I say, "Hey, I got it." No one answers when for the past 3 weeks people are saying, "Hey, I need those." And I say, "Hey, I got them." No one says nothing. So You know, that's why I only get a few now. I don't mind having them. I'll split them up, put one in each tank. It don't bother me any. But I would at least want to have them when somebody needs them. I have them to ship out immediately. So Smiley, Smiley Aquatics. Um, yeah, so autos are good. Like I said, I can get them left and right. Trying to remember how much they cost me. I think they're. I don't know. I would lie if I said I want to say $4, $3, $3 or $4. I think a piece, somewhere around there. I don't know. I have to check. That's really messed up that I can't remember. But huh? Yeah, I have to check. Oh yeah, another thing I've been doing is dosing my tanks with a lot of Indian almond leaves. Uh, that's just having that having the tannins in there. Shrimp just love it, love it, love it, love it to death. And I used to hate the color, but now I just don't. It doesn't bother me. Hey, big boy, how you doing? It doesn't bother me because I see the happiness and the health of the shrimp. And plus, winter's coming, so I want to get the contents of my tanks built up, because I don't run heat. Stop. Okay, stop. I don't run heat, so if the tanks, get a little chilly, there'd be a lot of biofilm built up for them, and I don't know if that would make a difference, but if I was cold, I would at least want something good to eat. I would like it warm, but I don't know. I'm trying to also make the bottom of my tanks more like where they come from. So they come from streams. And if you look at like Chris Lukop's videos and stuff, it shows the bottoms of these streams are sand, rocks, like river rocks, and leaves, twigs, branches, but lots of leaves and stuff. And they're all over it. I'm like, where's the shrimp? And then he gets close and they're all over the leaves. So, I got buttloads of leaves, but I got them to sell to everybody. But again, no one's hitting on them. So if no one buys them, I'm just gonna use them. I'm not gonna feel bad, because I need them. So winter's coming. Getting stuff in the mail is probably gonna be way harder. Take much longer because especially if this crap kicks back in again come fall time and they start locking stuff down again. Good luck getting anything. So, that's why I'm trying to make moves now to get what I need. So, that's it. Uh, I got, like I said, I have tons of mulberry leaf powder. I'm going out tomorrow or something. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the rest off the trees that I can get and just fill up a big, huge trash bag. And unscented, of course, probably a black commercial trash bag, and let them dry out in the bag. And so I can feed them like that, just put them on top, just like you do the Indian almond leaves. So, we can do, or I can do that, you know, but I gotta, you know, once winter comes, you're hit. There's no leaves, there's no nothing on the trees no more. So if you're not built up, you know, okay, what do you want? You're going to be using store food all the time, you know, so, retain the things. How are my half beaks? My half beaks are incredible. You know, that's the thing is Pumpkin King quarantined them for me. I don't know how long, 3 weeks or something. Then he shipped them to me. And look, I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm not a fish shipper. But if I would have, they came in great, but I would have been afraid to send them. He knows more sending fish because I was like, shouldn't they need more water? But I mean, he had them locked in tight, straight up and down, had them packed tight, and yeah, they showed up perfect. And so I didn't drip them or nothing like that. I just poured both bags in a bucket, let them sit there for a minute, let them relax, and then I scooped them both up real quick, put them in the tank, and that was it. And that was this tank here. And they've been buds ever since, swimming around and hanging with each other all day, every day. I put a lid on it, so if they did jump or something, but sooner or later, I think I am going to take them out of here and put them into 20 long. Once the Super Red Severums are sold, because I got quarter-size ones now going, well, almost quarter, going down to like a dime. So you got slower ones, and those are the weaker ones, and they could be females, but you have, everyone knows when you have fish or anything, the strong are at the top of the food line. You have the mean bullies that steal people's lunches. It happens with fish. It happens with humans. It happens with apes. Everything. If you're not strong, you're going to get your stuff took. And it happens with fish. So what I might do is, get ready to get rid of all those big ones, and I don't know, keep maybe 6. I don't know. She wants to keep 2 of the big ones and a couple small ones in case they're females. I don't know. So. It won't hurt, they will be super reds, but you need 5. Is that 5 autos, Mr. 23? Too many drugs 25 years ago. Problems. My RAM might be misfiring. What, is that when you started 25 years ago? Because if you quit 25 years ago, there's nothing wrong with your brain. Believe that. Your problem is you probably need to get back on them. Usually $2.9. Okay, there you go. $3. So that's what I was saying. They were $3 or $4. Albino platinum half beaks are gorgeous. Well, I'm not really sure what kind these are. They look platinumy. But here's the thing: I ain't never had them. I seen LRB have them. I thought they were super cool, but I could have swore LRB has bigger ones. But I like these. I don't. Look, that's the last thing I need are bigger fish. If I could put them in a tank with full, if I could put them in my Neo coal tank, and, if a little baby gets, gulped up once in a blue moon, so be it. It's a coal tank. It's it's a Skittles tank. So be it. But I like these small ones. These small ones are so cute. It's like a puppy that never grows up. Seriously, they're super cool. And they just chill and swim with each other, and then they'll just hold themselves there and hover, and then they'll go to the top. But they really I feed them flake, they like that, but they really like the frozen baby shrimp. Yeah, frozen shrimp or whatever. Now I have like Mises shrimp, frozen Mises. I wonder if they would eat that. Super unhealthy though. Oh, they're unhealthy. Maybe how they breed them. Hope they breed for you. But yeah, so we gotta get these. At Choice O'Clock, you started the 200 plus TDS tank. Yeah, I have tanks at 200 plus right now, or at 200. Yeah, I actually took shrimp up to the fish store, my buddy's fish store, the other day, and he called me at like 12:30 in the morning and said, "Hey, what do I put these shrimp at?" I said, "Why?" He's like, "Because your water's at 201." I was like, "Okay," and he's like, "Well, my water's at 150." I said, "Well, bring them down to the 150. Put them in the 150." Because shrimp don't have a problem going down; they have a problem going up. They could die going up, but like water changes or like my tanks were high for a minute there, so they needed water changes. Well, I took water out, and all I did was refill them with just plain RO, and it doesn't stress them out or nothing. So I learned that from Mark Shrimp Tanks. See, yeah, see, you got to learn from the best. Yeah, brine shrimp. That's why I give them the baby brine shrimp. But that's what I'm saying. I have those mesis up there. The cichlids and the archers don't like it, but they like the bloodworms. The archers, they eat a cube of bloodworms in 2 seconds, but um, they don't like that mesis shrimp. So I'm wondering if they'll eat that. I mean, it's a little bigger, so it'd fill them up better. But see, that's what I was saying. I mean, if their beaks are beat up, then they might be going down trying to get shrimp, and they're hitting that sand and busting smashing their beak up. So I'm gonna have to watch. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It just means I have to feed them more, because I'm learning how much to feed them too. I don't because you got to figure out shrimp in there too. The shrimp will eat on eating food, but I have to make sure that I'm not feeding these shrimp when I feed all the other shrimp due to the fact that I'm feeding fish that are in that tank. So, it's a balance that I have to figure out. I know I had the half beaks when I was about 15 or so. Very interesting live bearing species, but they prey on small fish at the top of the aquarium. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Mine are only this big, Chewy, at 2 inches. They're the breed that stays super small. So they're probably going to prey on shrimplets. That's why I want to get them out of this tank and put them over there because that's where I put my calls and stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to say they don't mean nothing to me, but, look, I don't want to argue with anyone and say, what's right, what's wrong. Look, I'm not that guy. I'm not an arguer. I'm not someone who points fingers. I don't call people names unless you really piss me off. I especially don't ever want to be verbal on here about anything toward anyone. Um, but I don't want anything to die. But there's a thing called the cycle of life, and it's what I was trying to explain to Luke the other day when we were watching a thing on. I don't know what that was, but it was the Earth or something, and it was about um, the animals in the Arctic or whatever, penguins and stuff, and then it shows killer whales coming, orcas coming to kill them to eat. And I had to explain to him, look, it's a cycle of life. Almost everything gets eaten. There's always something out there bigger. Like they always say, there's always something out there bigger, and it goes from, bacterias to bugs to animals to, you name it. I mean, you could kind of say, let's say like a humpback whale. I mean, they're massive. What can eat it? Well, nothing until it starts to get old. and then, it starts to come in, shallower waters. And then, whales and sharks and stuff, they'll come and start tearing it up. So the thing is if I put these half-beaks over in the cull tank and they at times eat shrimplets, it's a cycle of life. I hate to say it, but shrimp weren't brought up on flake food. Fish weren't brought up on flake food. No matter if they're born in captivity or not. Just like dogs weren't brought up on dry dog food. Wolves don't eat dry dog food. They'd probably spit it out, laugh at you, and then bite your leg off. It's just humanity, and humans have done this to have pets. Changing colors of animals, changing shapes of animals, breeding this with that, so it makes an animal something cute, something adorable, or something very vicious and mean. Humans have, they've done that. We've done that. It's our fault for all that. So if you take a fish and put it in a tank and accidentally it eats something smaller, it's life. It's in that animal to do that. Look, how many people go hunting and eat deer? Anything, shoot, kill, meat. It's been going on since the earth was made. So some people may say, don't kill that animal. They have feelings too. Well, if you don't kill deer, I don't hunt, but if you don't kill deer, they can get sick, they get diseases, and then they're all ruined. It's just culling of everything, But so don't think if I put 2 half-beaks in a shrimp tank and they eat shrimplets that I'm a bad shrimp keeper or a fish keeper. I'm sorry. It's just, it's the cycle of life. To take those fish and put them into a tank and just feed them flake food all day for the rest of their lives, it's kind of mean, But then again, I'm not putting them in there to eat the shrimp. I just don't have anywhere else to put them. And I don't want them in this tank too long in case they do eat shrimplets, due to the fact that these are some of my favorite Neos, because they're black. So if you can understand that, I'm all for hunting. I just don't hunt. I'm all for fishing. I do it all the time. I'll eat me some catfish and some trout, some perch. I ain't touching a bass. I ain't touching no carp. Ugh. But I'm picky on what I eat. But oh yeah, I'll fish all day. I'm just not a hunter. Ted Nugent lives by me. I'm just not Ted Nugent. So, and I surely can't kill a bear. To me, I don't know. I'm not Indian, but Native Indians, they idolize bears. They're like a god to them because they roamed the earth before we were here. They're protectors of the earth. Look, like I say, I'm not Indian, but that's their belief and their religion. That's what they believe in. I'm not going to go to a monk's monastery in Tibet and go kill a praying mantis or go kill any type of bug because they believe that we're reincarnated into like that, something like that. You just don't do that. There's just something wrong with that. I don't know. If you do it, hey, more power to you, whatever. I just, I don't, like I said, I'm not a hunter. I can't kill stuff, maybe shoot a rabbit if I have to eat. Hells yeah. Small stuff, but I don't have the nerve, like guns and stuff. I don't, I don't know. Shot them my whole life, know how to use them. I'm not a gun person. So, but yeah, just don't feel bad if don't think bad of me if I put my half beaks over in the cull tank. I've had some tetras for 3 years now, and one is looking his color slowly and getting skinny. I'm going to try to quarantine him and see if he is sick or just old. Oh, probably old. 3 years on a fish. Not saying that it's it's because it's a tetra, but 3 years, I don't know. I mean, my saffrons were close to that, but they are larger fish. But little itty bitty tetras, you gotta, think about what was their life like before you got them, where were they brought up. I know you gave them a good life, but I don't know. It's probably old. If they're getting skinny, I would just probably put some I can't think of the name of it, but I got the bottle. I'd probably just put some Prozzy Pro. Put some Prozzy Pro in there. Oh, look, it's still wet. Or just get the other half of this, not the Prozzy, but the other stuff. The stuff starts with an M. But it's for the guts. Prozzy Pro is like, the cat's meow when it comes to internals. At least that's what I use and stuff. But I mean, it'll let you know if they have worms, any kind of worm or anything like that. But if they have like a bacteria or something, I don't know. You probably have to ask somebody else in here for the exact what would really be good, because I don't know what goes in. I know Prozzy. God, it starts with an M. I can't think. No, not Melifix. Do you eat frog legs? Oh boy, I used to eat frog legs when I was a kid. There's this place over here. They sell fresh fish, and they used to have like big swordfish up on the walls and stuff. And my father, I don't know why, but probably because he came from nothing. I mean, nothing. Old school, probably where most of our parents came from, the old school, from other countries and stuff. But he used to take us there. My mother, boy, she would load us up with plates of frog legs. She'd be sticking them in her purse. But yeah, how they say it tastes like chicken. I used to love me some frog legs, boy. Yes. No, it's not Melifix. It's, what's the other half of Prozzy Pro? I don't have my glasses. It's not Melifix. But Melifix might be the one that goes in their guts. But this is, you could do Prozzy or, come on, who knows it? Usually do General Cure and Salt. General Cure, yeah, okay. Well, General Cure is a mixture of two things, and the one that's in there is also in Prozzy Pro, I believe. I think it's, because it's the stomach stuff. It's not Melifix. Now, Melifix is the liquid, because you have Melifix and then you have the Pimafix. And I don't know. Some people swear by it. Garlic's good. If you can get your fish to eat garlic, really, really good. I used to cut up cloves. There's videos on YouTube where there's girls saying, "Don't spend no money on medicine. This is the best." And they take a clove, peel it, cut it in half, and just drop them in the tank. It being in the water. But I'm telling you right now, if you could dice it up and put it in there, and they eat it, that's a big deal. I used to do that. Oh, and then get oh God, I would have to find it, but there's another one. I think it starts with an S. Somebody in here might know. But you use it. It comes in a tube, a plastic tube, and you use it to mix stuff in with medicine. It's like a bonding agent. I think it starts with an S. I still have some. But you put it in there, and you can mix, like put garlic juice in there, put some medicine, powdered medicine, anything. Mix it all in there, and then put it in there. Is what I used to try to save my puffer from a fungus infection. Yeah, see, it's a lot of people say that Melafix and Pimafix is a bunch of crap because it's like oils. I think it's tree oils or something. Uh, so it's mostly like if it's you have to find out if it's a plus or if it's a negative. What is it? A negative bacteria or a positive bacteria, and then that way you know what medicine to use. Um, I think that it's a negative and a positive or something called that way. But you got Furin 2, that's strong. You have see, that's the thing is I'm gonna. But anyways, general cure is like your best way to go, like the best way to go. But make sure it don't have spots. Make sure it's not having fin rot, stuff like that. You just got to really, really, really look tight. Look in the body, but there's a good chance that it's probably just age. Just check if they're eating, then they're probably still doing good. But if they stop eating, that's when you have a problem. And I know you want to help them before they stop eating, but the thing is if they're old, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's not like you can give them aspirin for their pain, It is referred to gram. That's it. Gram negative, gram positive. I don't. Yeah, plus and negative. Well, plus and negative, but still, I was off. Gram negative, gram positive. Yes, thank you, Chewy. So yeah, you have to find out which type it is there, or you're just going to be throwing meds at it. But if it was me, I'd go with the general cure. That's a big deal. Prozi Pro, like I said, what's it? Prozi Pro is the other part of Prozi Pro, I believe, is in General Cure. So, well, actually, General Cure is like in Prozi Pro. So, one is doing fine, but the other's not. I got PetSmart 3 years ago. It's a tea tree oil. Yeah, it didn't work at all. See, that's what I'm saying. Just think. When you got that guy riding on that wagon, and he's coming into town, and he's on a wagon, it's all covered, and it says snake oil, but it doesn't say snake oil. He's just trying to sell you a bottle of liquid and says that it'll cure all your ailments, from soupy poops to runny nose to burning pee. To vomit out your nose, anything. It's just the Hershey squirts to, bunions. It's, you got to look at what you're giving them. It's just, not, like I said, I'm not saying, but it's kind of like, put an Indian almond leaf in your tank and they get the tannins from that. They say that that's an ailment, or I mean that helps shrimp and it helps fish, and is it true? I don't know. I sit in front of these tanks and talk to these damn shrimp, and I swear to God, I ain't heard one of them say nothing yet. I ain't seen a thumbs up, nothing. So you see all these videos. Oh, feeding my shrimp. Granola bar, feeding my shrimp, jalapeno poppers, feeding my shrimp, candied yams. Oh, feed my shrimp, lemon heads, giving them bubble gum for the first time. It's like every time you turn around, they're just shrimp versus, gobstopper. I mean, it's like, oh my God, I don't know. But you know what I was gonna try? I don't know if this sounds silly, but I was gonna try a worm, an earthworm, that I go fishing with. I was gonna cut it up, dice it up, and drop in pieces of worm and see if they eat that. Can't tell me worms aren't on the bottom of streams. Dead worms, waterlogged worms, whatever. So I'm curious to see if they eat that. I mean, I don't know the last. I mean, they eat green beans. Look, I can't laugh at everything. They eat green beans. They tear up uh, um, mulberry leaves like they're candy bars. Uh, but I haven't, I'm not putting watermelon in my tanks. I'm not doing all that. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's, uh-uh. But green beans, they love. They love green beans for some reason. Now, hard ones, I don't really put them in there that much as I do the French cut. But I just nip off a little 1/4-inch piece, put it in every tank, and boy, they're on it like flies on shit. So, it's I'm just not. It's kind of like the food too. It's like I do the leaf powder. I do a lot of stuff, but then you get to some people's homemade foods and this and that. It's like I don't know if I agree with everything that they put in it. Now if you're a spirulina based type deal, I mean that's a big thing. That's what I'm out of. I got to get spirulina. I've been out of that for a minute. But I got to go to the store and get some, but I just haven't had the funds. I got the funds now. So I'm going to have to go get some. Spirulina's getting up there in expense, probably because I can't get it anymore. But so, it just comes down to that. Look, I don't care if they eat it. Is it good for them? Does it hurt them? I know fat babies like cake, but it doesn't mean that they won't get diabetes. It is what it is. So that's why, I mean, do I like to feed them? That's why I try to not buy so much in the stuff I buy. I like to use, but there's some stuff that I don't like to, that I try to stay away from. Like I bought some stuff over here. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's sticky. It's like a ball of Play-Doh, and it's real sticky. And it's like, well, how does it get sticky like that? So I got to put a bunch of stuff into this to make it sticky, a bunch of chemicals and all sorts of stuff to make it sticky. And now I'm dropping it to the bottom of my tank. I want my shrimp to eat it. And if the shrimp eat it, yeah, they might eat it because, they're going crazy for something that's in there, an attractant that they put in there. But is it good for them? I mean, this stuff is sticky. It's just a bottle of stick, like glue, paste, real sticky, like sticks to your fingers. You got to go wash it off, and it's from a big name. So that's why I'm trying to stay with companies that keep stuff as real as possible, as natural as possible, and aren't trying to, sneak, flour and all this crap in there. It's just, I don't know. So these are levels that I'm trying to get on. More leaves, wood, more leaves. Of course I'll have my mosses in there and stuff, but leaves, and try to, make that their staple, the biggest food that they have. Starchy, sugary, and water. Yeah. Where do you get your spirulina flakes? I don't buy spirulina flakes, Mr. LTD. I buy powder. I go to the health food store, and I buy everything there, which is probably why I pay more. But yeah, I don't use flakes. Everything I use like that is powder. And then once a week I do my shakes, and I'll line up all my powders. and I'll put a scoop of everything in. You know, so they're getting everything. And I shake it up and give a little bit in each tank. So that's all it takes, because once that powder takes off, it just envelopes that whole tank and it's over with. But yeah, I used to do spirulina, kelp, and spinach. But then they took the spinach out of the clear containers, like somebody was filling it, right, and pricing it by weight. So it was like $4 to $5 for a container. Well, now they got rid of those, and the spinach comes in a jar in a plastic, bottle with a spin top. And it's like $14, $18 for spinach powder. Well, when I saw that last year, I was like, forget this, and I went to the grocer. I bought a big thing of spinach. It was fresh. And I brought it home and I dumped it out on a blanket outside on my asphalt driveway and left it out there for it took like probably 5-6 hours, if not longer, to dry, because it was so full of water. And when it dried, I paid a lot of money for this spinach, And when it dried, man, it probably wouldn't have filled up one tank worth of shrimp. They probably all would have asked for seconds. It was a joke. But spinach is very expensive. For what you would think, spinach, it costs. It makes me think of going to the store and buying lettuce and drying it out and just grinding it up. But yeah, spinach is up there. Kelp isn't. I still buy kelp. I have kelp over there right now, but that's not that expensive. Starchy, sugary, and water. I heard that kelp helps bring out the red in fish. So I'm giving it to my cherries to see if it affects the red. I don't know. Because somebody asked me, kelp in streams with shrimp? Hey, that's a good question, right? Is it? No. So why would they want to eat it? Well, it still grows in the water. Do crabs eat it? Do crayfish eat it? If the answer is yes, then shrimp will want it. They're a crustacean. So they're all in the same family. So that's what I'm saying. If, you want to feed them stuff that's, that's on the bottom floor, anything freshwater that's on the bottom that, is in along the same family. Crayfish, that's what I'm saying. What do crayfish eat? All dead stuff, dead fish, go fishing with little salted minnows or something, dead salted minnows, and go pull your hook up, and you'll have a crayfish holding on to it. So what is that? What's a shrimp? Kind of a mini crayfish. So, they thrive off that stuff, But I'm not saying if somebody walked up with a big bottle of some sort of Mark Shrimp Tank's protein mix and went and chucked this in the stream where the shrimp are, I'm sure they'd eat it. They probably think somebody opened a Burger King. What is this? This McDonald's? I'm thinking they got a Biggie Fry and a Shamrock Shake and a couple cheeseburgers, but I don't know. I used to chew just off Amazon. Powder form, good for shrimps and fish. Pumpkin feed carrots high amount of carotene that boosts color in all kinds of shrimp and fish. Yeah. So are you using human consumption spirulina then? Yeah. It's not animal spirulina. It's just what do they call it? What's a health food store put on it that it's pure, cleaned, spirulina powder. Yeah, it's for, because it's in a health food store. So you put it in drinks. It's where they have all the vegetables and, all the pills that you can get. But yeah, it's to mix into like, let's say like health food drinks, all that stuff. Oh yeah, you go to a health food store and go in there. Holy crap, you can get everything you want to feed your shrimp. So many plants that grow in lakes that they say, that health food stores say, this is good for you. This will make you pee better. This will make you sleep better. This will make you digest food better. This will get rid of heartburn. This will make your joints feel better. And it's, what is it? Grass, a lot of grass. Well, you guys seen that stuff that I made my other food in with, what was that one? I paid $25 for all different types of spirulina and everything that was in it. And there was all sorts of grasses and everything. It cost me $25 for it, and I fed it to the shrimp, and they loved it. Then I mixed it, and I even put it in the food that I got. They go nuts over it. So, yeah, I mean, you got to figure for $25, you got 6 months of food. You buy a jug like this for $25. You're not running out anytime soon, and you can get it, and it's just filled with, it could have like blueberries in it, all this, stuff, but it's not the blueberries you're looking for, but what's in blueberries. They say blueberries are super healthy. So, it's just, and the carotene, beta carotenes, everything, the leafy greens, everything that they say is good for you that animals eat, leaves and grasses and, this and that. It's all in that stuff. I mean, that's where those health food places make all their money, that's why, think about it. Ginseng's a huge deal. I mean, that stuff's so expensive. You can go dig it out in the ground. And I mean, if you knew where that stuff was, you make so much money. There's people that make thousands of dollars a year going ginseng hunting. What's the other one? Echinacea. When I was younger, I don't know why I had my tonsils, but I used to get tonsillitis a lot. I don't know why, but they would never take them out. And as I got older, somebody told me to make a tea out of the echinacea root. So I, no joke, brought it home, steeped a whole bunch. They had it in their house. They would grow it. It takes a while. I think they said it takes like 3 years or something to grow a good root system. But you could buy it. You could buy pills at the store and stuff. So I boiled that root, and I made a tea, and I just drank it and took swelling down right in my throat. I was like, son of a gun. So, like, echinacea root is, like, the biggest thing for inflammation. And look, I had, I suffer from severe sinusitis. That's why I'm always coughing and grunting and stuff, because I'm always jammed up. That echinacea, boy, takes out, shrinks it all down. You don't even know it hit you. It's good stuff, boy. Good stuff. I got to get some. I actually went over to Rite Aid the other day, and they had a bottle 75% off. I should have got it. Yeah, guppy. Oh, you know what else guppies love? Here, I'll show you this stuff. I feed this to the guppies. Guppies love this stuff. Green seaweed, boy. Omega-1. Before, when we used to have a ton of guppies upstairs, I'd tear one of them in half, chuck it up there, and they would just go at it on the edges. Like they're piranhas until it disappeared. It was crazy. But yeah, guppies like that. I try to, feed, really good stuff. For Neos and fancy snails, my go-tos were always cut, frozen kale. See? Collard greens, spinach, fresh carrots. Now, see, I haven't tried the carrots. I could see that would be a good one. And cucumber, zucchini. Yeah. Works good too, but frozen much easier. Yeah. Now, the cucumber, I do it for the plecos, so I'm not sure on shrimp. And if I ever came to your house and you tried to feed zucchini your shrimp, I'd take it from you, fry it up, and eat it myself. So, yeah, we won't go there. But, yeah, all that other stuff, yeah. Collard greens, spinach, yeah, and green beans. But that's what I'm saying. I watch them guys on them fishing shows, or even Flip Aquatics. He's like, yeah, so and so told me about green beans. Now he buys it by the cases, just cases of green beans. And he's like, oh yeah, I go through so many green beans, so I tried it. But watch Chris Lukop. Chris Lukop says, my shrimp are shrimp. They don't eat human food. That's what he said in his that one video he made when he was traveling. Said he don't ever feed shrimp human food. They're not humans. He said, what are they, humans? He ain't giving them green beans. What? And the guys would say, no green beans. No, they're not humans. So I guess over in Germany and stuff, they don't feed any veggies because their shrimp aren't humans. But yeah, all that's really good, really, really, really good. And I do believe if no, I know snails eat it, but I don't know if the shrimp eat the Suboxetine. I'm not sure. But I know snails eat it. I know they love it, but got tons of moss too, boys. Anybody need some moss? Let me know. All right, everybody. It's getting late. Oh, lights are off. 10:36. I got school in the morning. Remember, kiddo? When my son's got school, I got school. So tomorrow's Friday. So I got one more day of school. And then it's the weekend. Oops, yeah, cut frozen green beans too. Yeah, I like the cans French cut. My wife rinses them. I don't rinse them. She rinses them. But the Super Red Severns love them. They go to town on some green beans. They eat all the plants. So I threw green beans in there for the plecos, and they eat it. I'm like, ooh, nice. So, but all right, everybody. Hey, I'm going to take off here. It's 10 to 2. I mean, it's 1 hour and 48 minutes, so it's almost 2 hours. Look, I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. I had a lot of fun. Look, I'm not stretching this out because I'm slacking or anything like that. I just want us all to come on here and be like, oh, hey, we're on tonight. You know, I don't want everybody going like, you know, another one, you know, because it's like, look, like I said, I don't want to bore you. If I'm tired and stuff, and I don't want to come on here dragging, my eyes are closing, and you know, I don't want to do that to you guys. It's not fair, not at all. So you know, I try to stay on top of it. Come on here when I'm going and everything. But look, don't think that I'm losing any drive here. It's you know, I talk to my guys that are, you know, help sponsoring me and everything. And, you know, everything's still going good. All my tanks are running. Everything's running. It's just, you know, like I tell him and everything, I know times are tough, so I'm not coming on here trying to sell anything. You guys want something? Look, 54 tanks. 6 of them are empty, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I got. And if you don't, ask me. But you know, I'm not gonna try to kick it down your throat. You know, I just realized that's not the way to do business, especially with friends and family. You know, it's just sorry, can't do it. So you know, if you guys wanna order something, look, I got everything from leaves to GH to immune booster to bacteria, live bacteria. You know, shrimps, mosses, you know, you name it. Plecos, ottos, calls, you know, I can make Skittles, I mean, anything, you know. So, look, I got nets, shirts, food, you guys know. So, look, we're just really happy that, you got what I need, bro. Hells yeah, what? But look, we're just happy that you guys show up. So thank you to my moderators, first and foremost, for coming and hanging out and keeping everything lively and pumping my channel. I really appreciate it. So autos or what? Yeah. You need autos? Yeah. Just message me and Go on my website. I see you said 5. Let me see how many I got. You can have them all because I can just go down to the store. So I don't know if they're $3, probably like $5 or something. Let me know if that's too much. I just need to make something. Because I have them for so long. I've had them for a couple months now. So I've been feeding them and bringing them up and everything. So I gotta get something out of it. So let me know. But I'm sure I got 5 here. Then I can just go down to the store and recop. But go on my website, DetroitShrimpAquatics.com, and go to the bottom and just message me, and we can chat, back and forth. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me and talk to me anytime, all day, all night. Detroit Shrimp Aquatics. Just take out the and. DetroitShrimpAquatics.com. And there I will be. Yeah, Mike Cunt. Yeah, Mike Cunt. Thank you for the $5 tonight. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You are the best, Mr. Cunt. Hunt. But yeah, thanks everybody for showing up tonight. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I had a blast. Thanks for all the questions. That was really cool. I like that there was a bunch on shrimpy stuff tonight. But all right, everybody, thank you. So we will talk to you tomorrow. Be about the remineralizer and those golden bees. Oh yeah. Whatever you need, brah. Yeah, just message me. We good to go. All right, everybody, thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful night. Have a good Friday tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay focused. And tell everyone in your family you love them. All right, everybody, stay shrimpy.